guys, it's your girl Deanne, and I'm back again today with another video. This video, guys, is really about updates. I get so many people who reach out to me on, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and I just thought, let me make a video and just address some of the questions. So I just want to take time and thank anyone who has seen a video, who has liked, shared, made a comment, who has reached out to me. It means so much to me because when you put a video out on YouTube, you really don't know the response you're going to get. Some people are going to like them, love them, be mean and hateful, and they may, enjoy it, celebrate it, whatever. So when I get people who reach out to me, it means the world to me. So I do want to thank you guys for rocking with me and for tuning into my videos. But let me just address what's currently going on. So if you guys have been looking at my videos, then you know that I've tried out for many airlines, and I got my CJO with Frontier Airlines. But for the record, 4 airlines said no before I got my yes with Frontier: American, United, Mesa, and SkyWest. So those are the airlines that said no to me. Frontier said yes. And at this current moment, guys, there's so many things going through my head. My training is August 5th. Okay, it's going to be in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So this is a new facility for Frontier. Usually Frontier, they will do Denver, Orlando, and there are people training right now in those locations, but my training class will be the first, and every training class after will be at this new facility. So I'm preparing myself for that, and I will make videos about what I'm taking to training, because for me, this is a journey. This is something that I'm sure a lot of people are going through. And what I mean by that is the process of getting an interview, whether it's a phone interview. I mean, I just found out that Frontier, they do video interviews, but I had a phone interview. So things are changing, but I'm just glad that you guys understand the journey and just understand how I got to where I'm at now. So it's really been an emotional weekend for me. Friday, I had to put in my 2-week notice at my job, guys. And when I tell you it was like hard for me, it's still hard for me now. And the reason why is that you work at a company, and I was with this company for almost 3 years, and there were so many things that this job blessed me with. My car that I have, if it wasn't for my boss, and if it wasn't for this company, I don't think I would have this car. I would still be taking Lyft. My first time going to Jamaica, it was because of this job. The money I was making and the overtime, I was able to go to Jamaica and see a different part of the world. And for me to tell my boss, I'm sorry, that I'm putting in my 2-week notice, guys, it was so hard for me. And the reason why it was hard for me, guys, it's like a relationship. It's like being with someone, and then you tell them things are not working, and you have to break up with them. It was so hard. My boss asked me to stay, and he even took offense. He thought it was for more money, when I told him it wasn't for more money. It was me chasing a dream. And I just hope I'm doing the right thing. I just hope I'm doing the right thing, because this is real life. These airlines have to understand, we're risking everything to chase a dream. This is not make-believe. Some people go to training, they pass, some don't. But I'm hoping I get through this and he understands my decision. But that's where I'm at, and I have to go to work tomorrow, and It's going to be hard to see my coworkers knowing that I'm leaving in 2 weeks. And I love this company and I love my boss. And it's just been really rough for me, guys, to get through this. So, and I know I'm not the only one who goes through this. You have to make a decision if this is the right thing for you. But look what you're risking. Everything. And I keep telling myself, there's no failure with God. There's no failure with God. And I just want people to understand that no matter how you got to this journey of getting a CJO with any airline, you have to believe in yourself and you got to have a support system. And that's why I have my sister and I have my faith. And I've been praying to God and asking God to lead me and to help me do good, help me to study. Because less than 2 weeks, guys, I will be leaving. And that is just something that I just wanted to share with you guys. If you're going through the same thing I'm going through, you're not the only one. But regarding, I get questions about, well, what did you study? Because you guys know I did a video and I kind of put out there what I was doing for my airline. Well, I'm just going to give you guys some tips. I received my training material tomorrow, but Quizlet really is a good source of information. I think the only thing that is wrong with Quizlet is sometimes the information can be outdated or incorrect. So you got to outweigh the good and the bad. What I've done is, for instance, with my airline, with most airlines, you got to know the airport codes. My recommendation is if you got your CJO and you want to start the training, because for me, I got my CJO May 3rd. I've really been studying since that day. Like when I got home, guys, I was not playing, because 2 weeks for me is just not enough time to learn all that material. With my airline, it's the flight announcement speech, airport codes, city codes, airline abbreviations, and military time. So all that material cramming until 2 weeks, then still going to work and maintaining my job duties. For me, that's a lot to juggle with. And not only that, what if I don't get the information like everyone else? What if for some reason they forget to send it to me, or I never check my spam folder, whatever. So I've really been studying since that day. So with any airline, if you need to study the airport codes, this is what I did. I went to my airline's website, and with Frontier, they list every city they travel to along with the airport code. Now, I know some people will say you might be doing too much, and I might be doing too much. There may be airline codes on there that they don't travel to or that they did not add, but at least I have, the knowledge, and I can tell passengers the city code of where they're traveling to, airport code. It's just to give you a sense of relief that, oh, I already studied that. So in case they hit you with that on a test, you got it. And that's what I've been doing, is I've made flashcards and I go over it. My sister helps me. And what I would recommend is to, when you're doing the city codes, airport codes, I would do it both ways. And what I mean is, for example, Orlando, Florida. So one, you want to memorize the state abbreviation. So Orlando, FL. City code, I keep saying city code. Airport code, MCO. Study it both ways so that if they put on the test MCO, it's Orlando, FL, Florida. Or if they put Orlando, Florida, it's MCO. So that's what I've been doing. Just in case they try to trick me with a question, it's like, okay, I've already prepared my mind for that and I'm not stuck. Now, my airline, we have to, again, memorize the flight announcement speech. Quizlet, and there's different kind of speeches, but what I've done is I just printed out a speech that was recently updated. I do recommend, if you're going to use Quizlet, do something like put the title of what you're looking for and put 2019. And that's how I got my information when it came to like the airline abbreviations, my flight announcement speech, the city codes. Military time, you can kind of go to any website and study military time. I'm sure that they have a different way of testing you for military time. And what I mean is they may ask you to, convert a 12-hour clock to 24, 24 to 12-hour. You might have to write, 1800s, or instead of saying minutes, you're saying something different. So every airline is different. But for me, that's what I've been doing, is studying this material. And it's really kind of prepared me. Again, I get my training material tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out if what I've been studying, if it's been helpful or if I overstudy. I mean, guys, for me, I've always been like this. Like, I've been studying so many things with my airline. I've been studying their airplanes that they fly, which is Airbus. I've been studying all types of stuff because I just want to get familiarized with it. Because in my mind, when I get to training, the material, like, it's going to be so fast paced. And I don't have time like I do now to really take the time and study, with my flashcards or, the index cards. It'll take up time in training to take one and just write all this material. So I've kind of prepared myself and tried to just get familiarized with this information so that it does become like, oh, I've read that, I've studied that. So that's what I've been doing. But I mean, again, I'm preparing to leave August 5th, and they have another training class September 2nd. That's in Cheyenne again. Some people have opted to go to that. I mean, they did call me, Frontier did, June 26th to move me to July 8th. But guys, I wasn't prepared, so I said no. So I selected August 5th. But this is where I'm currently at in my life. I have to go to Goodwill, and I think I'm gonna make a video about that, guys, because for me, I know Amazon had a sale, and I'm not sure, they sent us like all this, like a packet with what is compliant with their dress code, because in our training, well, we only have one business casual day, and you can wear jeans, but the jeans can't be too tight, they can't be distressed. So I need to go buy jeans because all my jeans are disrespectful, and I have to get some kind of shirt that is compliant. So guys, I gotta do some shopping. Thank God I've saved some money. But again, this is where I am currently at with my life. So I'm gonna bring this, vlog about it and kind of let you guys see where I'm at. But yeah, this is really it. Like, I'm super excited, but also I'm nervous because it's always like the what if. What if you don't pass? What if you get a retake? One retake is what you're allowed. 90% or better, you got to pass every test. And and I think with me, the thing is, you can pass your final exam and do your IOE and fail. So you're really not out the clear until you pass that IOE. So there's just so many things going, guys, in my mind, and I just really want to get this right. I do want to take the time to thank all the flight attendants that I've reached out to, even people in training who has given me great information. And when I mean great information, they have not told me things on a test. They just told me, like, this is what you need to do, how to study, like, don't get involved in the drama, be mindful of the instructors, take good notes, get plenty of rest. Those kind of things is what people has, kind of told me, and I appreciate that. So those are just some of the tips that I am taking with me to training. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have to get, guys. So again, I'm going to make a video about that. But yeah, I'm just ready for this process. And like I said, if you guys have seen my journey and you know how I got here, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I pray you guys keep rocking with me. And if you have any more questions regarding CJOs, I'm not an expert in anything, because we all know a CJO is a contingent job offer. Like, I've seen some people in my little Facebook chat group, they have updated their employment status on Facebook to flight attendant at Frontier. I'm like, your confidence level is of a Fonz. You know how when Fonz in Happy Days had 2 collars turned up? You're doing too much because you haven't went through training. you haven't did the IOE, but you're already updating. And I get it. Have faith of a mustard seed. That's what God says. And I believe in that. But I need you to just kind of humble yourself, because you may fail and you may get sent home. Then you got to take back that employment status and put on, I'm like Tommy, I ain't got no job. So just need you to be humble. But yeah, that's what's really going on. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions regarding Quizlet or anything like that that I can answer. I would be more than happy to help anyone. You guys can always follow me on Instagram. I'll put my link. Facebook. You can reach out to me on YouTube. But like I said on my videos, thank you guys for watching. Until next time or the next video, take care, be blessed, and be safe. Oh, last thing, I know, I do have a pimple. This pimple will not go away, but thank you guys. Have a wonderful night.